Okay, I'm going to move on to Best Supporting Actor, and the nominees are Christian Bale for The Fighter, John Hawkes for Winter's Bone, Mark Ruffalo for The Kids Are All Right, Jeremy Renner for The Town, and Geoffrey Rush for The King's Speech. I'll start with Christian Bale. He's playing Dickie, who's the brother of Mickey Ward, the fighter in the movie The Fighter. And this performance is really bombastic. It definitely draws a lot of attention to itself. And I really admire Christian Bale for the performance. I admire his physicality and, the fact that he made this really great transformation. It's really cool to see actors do that. But but that being said, as I was watching The Fighter, I always was consciously aware that he was putting on a performance, and I don't think that that was really the intention with this kind of film. Um, as I said before, I really like Melissa Leo, and the both of them were, similar in the way that they, or similar in their characteristics as uh, real people in the film. But for me, Melissa Leo, I genuinely felt a connection with her character. But with Christian Bale's, I never quite felt that. I felt kind of a wall, a barrier between the audience member and himself. It just felt very stagey to me. But the Academy really loves these big, performances where the actor makes a transformation completely different from themselves. And Christian Bale has won everything this year pretty much. So I think he is going to win, as well as Melissa Leo. But I'll keep going down the list anyway. John Hawkes for Winter's Bone. This was the surprise nominee. I wasn't expecting him to get nominated for this. I thought it should have gone to Andrew Garfield. I think he was totally robbed. But anyway, I really did like John Hawkes in the performance he gave in Winter's Bone. It really is a great performance. I think he was just as good as Jennifer Lawrence, personally. But I think that, Winter's Bone was a really tiny movie, little Sundance movie, didn't get much attention at all, but I really liked it. And it's really nice that the Academy is recognizing it. And, he's not going to win, but again, like Jackie Weaver in Animal Kingdom, I think John Hawkes, it's nice for him to get some sort of recognition from the Academy. Mark Ruffalo. This is for The Kids Are All Right, and I love this performance, but I'm also a really big Mark Ruffalo fan. What I like about this performance is I think that Mark Ruffalo is really tailor-made for this film and for this character, because he has this really kind of nice ease but yet sort of a spunk to his character, and he's got this kind of hipster vibe, which I really think is appealing, and that combination is great because he's really charming and very watchable in the film. And I really love the film, and the performances are all great, and Mark was, one of the great parts of it. But, he's not going to win. But it's really nice to see him nominated, because I think this is his first nomination, and he's definitely deserved to be nominated in the past, so that's cool. Jeremy Renner for The Town. I love Jeremy Renner. I said this last year that I really think he's one of our top actors around right now. He is really an incredible performer who's good at doing these sort of action type roles, like in The Town, and also like what he did with The Hurt Locker, which I thought was brilliant. And in a way, I think he's, like the new Steve McQueen. I just think he's just has this great charisma about him where you just can't take your eyes off him. In this performance, I didn't like The Town really at all. I thought it was really just contrived and really cliche, and I just didn't like it. But, I think that he was the one redeeming quality about the movie. He was the only thing that made it watchable for me. Because, a protagonist like Ben Affleck, I think that Ben Affleck is totally unwatchable. But the fact that Jeremy Renner was there kind of gave it, it kept my interest, at least, because he gave the character a lot of depth and complexity, and it made me care about the two brothers and their relationship. So, but that being said, I don't think he should win. I don't think this is his year. I thought he should have won last year, but that's a different story. But anyway, Geoffrey Rush in The King's Speech. I thought this was a really, really great role for Geoffrey Rush because he's just a veteran. He's a really great, polished actor who's been around a long time, and with this role, he really gets to show you his skills as an actor, but not in any sort of bombastic sort of way like Christian Bale. But I wasn't a big fan of The King's Speech either. But I think the one thing that I loved about it was the friendship and the dynamics between Colin Firth's character and Geoffrey Rush. They really gave the film kind of a sense of, it made their scenes very special and really interesting. And I think that, for me, I think that is why he should win. I just really liked him as a performer, but I think that if it weren't for Christian Bale, he would be second in line. But I don't think that's going to happen. There may be an upset, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the supporting categories are both locked. I'll go on to Best Actor next.